Hey LC, I hope everyone's having a good Friday. I'm Elena Sarin.
And I'm Lily Rogers.
And welcome back to your 15th installment of Tribe TV.
Today we're going to be taking a look at live stream, sports update, and how people got asked to formal.
Recently, social media has been blowing up with spreading awareness for the fires in Australia. They're currently fighting one of their worst bushfire seasons that are being fueled by record-breaking high temperatures and severe drought. These fires have been burning for months and consuming millions of acres of land.
I think it's terrible, and I want to save all the animals, and I hope that there's a lot of adoption funds and people saving the animals, so I feel very bad.
If you want to help, you can go to redcross.org and donate.
Speaking of social media, a study recently came out explaining the effects that phone had on students in the classroom. Cell phones have been found to impair learning by reducing attention and memory. In this study, they found students check their phones at least 11 times per class, adding up to 20% of class time. The average person checks their phone every 10 minutes.
They're distracting during the lesson, when the teacher's talking and stuff, but other than that, it helps pass time.
It's actually crazy how much we use our phones when we're in school.
It really is. But let's get into our first segment. It's about a class some people may not know much about.
We're getting ready for tonight's game. It's always fun. Both teams always come out, bring a lot of energy. The crowd is always really into it, and it's just our job to share it and bring it out to people. My job is just to call out every team's move, make sure people who are watching know what's going on.
Got a guy making sure the ads are running fine. We got a guy in scoreboard. We got two guys over here doing commentary. And then all the way over there, we've got a guy in camera. Pretty quick pace. We've got to be nimble and on our feet to make sure the stream's all running good. Make sure everything's in tip-top shape.
You know what? I'm in live stream and I honestly really love it. So if any of you are interested in joining, you should definitely contact Mrs. Verputin.
You know what I love? Snow days.
Oh, don't we all?
Let's talk to the man who makes the call.
Hi Lake Central, my name is Julia Nara and I'm here with Superintendent Dr. Brocco, and today we're going to be talking about school and weather cancellations. So Dr. Brocco, what conditions do we actually have to be facing to have a delay or any kind of cancellation?
Well, it really comes down to if driving conditions are unsafe. As whenever we do have a cancellation, of course I take many calls, whether we don't cancel because it was questionable or we do cancel. It seems like people can be unhappy either way. But what I try to explain is we have a lot of student drivers and we don't want to see any of those people get in accidents, and we certainly don't want to see our bus have difficulty traveling on the road. So if the conditions are such that they could slip off the road, we don't want that either.
So I am not sure how aware that you are, but recently many students have taken to social media to as if try to message you or send out any kind of tweet and even create memes about snow days and cancellations, and I was wondering how familiar you were with any of those tweets or memes.
Well, I'm not a huge social media person, but yeah, I caught wind of some stuff last year, and I alluded to it in one of my messages just to let, I think, the students who were behind it know I thought it was kind of funny. But there's a fine line when I'm sending the messages out what I should do, because it is meant for business. And while I don't think there's anything wrong with being lighthearted here and there, I don't want to turn it into a big joke, because I do need people to listen to the message when we send it out.
That being said, are there any memes that you particularly ever stood out to you, or that you did find funny, or that any?
Well, my kids find them funnier than I do, but you know, they're in that world, you know, I didn't see anything last year that was offensive, so if people are going to have fun with it, I'm all for it. You know, I saw the Mr. Freeze, I saw the one in front of the mountains and with the snow, and if it's you know, in good humor, there's nothing wrong with it.
Okay, well, thank you for your time and taking the time.
Well, thank you, and let's keep rooting for good weather.
Yeah, we've had a good streak so far, so bye Lake Central, thank you.
I'm really hoping for some snow days this year.
You know, we all love a good snow day, but I'm sure me and my fellow seniors can agree we're just trying to get out of here. But let's throw it over to the sports update.
Boys basketball team beat Highland this Tuesday with a final score of 53-34. They head on to play Portage in a big conference matchup. Make sure to head out and support the Tribe.
The girls basketball team picked up a huge upset win against LaPorte in overtime last Saturday. They also got a win against Gary Westside 71-20 on Wednesday night. They will travel to Portage on Saturday night for the rematch of the Lake Central Holiday Tournament game. Good luck to the girls basketball team.
Our wrestling team placed third at the Lake County Championships this weekend. Isaiah and Chris Ponce both placed first individually. They have the DAC Championships coming up. Now let's check out a video on our team.
How I prepare for a meet, I just basically just jump around and just mentally prepare myself, I guess. Just think about what I'm going to do before the match and after the match, or during it. Hello, my name is Johnny Cortez. I am currently in the LC wrestling team. I'm looking forward to wrestling sectionals, regionals, semi-state, and hopefully qualify for actual state. One of my goals is to at least qualify for state and place at the top 8 for the ISWA state finals.
Hi, I'm Chris Ponce. I'm a senior on the Lake Central wrestling team. I just started wrestling randomly because a friend asked me to in middle school, and I just came out for the team. Pretty much just get mentally prepared and get my head right, as well as warm up with the team. My goals for the season are to make it deep in the state series.
Hi, I'm Luke Tribblein, head coach at Lake Central. Obviously we do a lot of physical work in the weight room and practicing, 6 days a week plus morning practices. But we try to trying to get them mentally tough as well, where, it's a one-on-one sport where you can't just rely on teammates all the time. It's up to you whether you win or you lose. So we try to get into their head about having, being strong from the neck up and having a good mental game. One of our major goals for the season was advancing all 14 wrestlers to the regional out of a tough sectional from Crown Point. That's one of our overall goals, and obviously to get one or multiple kids down at state wrestling at the state tournament.
Speaking of the wrestling team, this week's Athlete of the Week goes to Isaiah Ponce and Chris Ponce. As we said, they both placed first at the Lake County Championships. Congrats to them, and Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Sweet Frog, who can make your next party a sweet experience.
The dance team has a competition this weekend at Munster High School. Make sure to head out and support the Tribe.
On Saturday, the hockey team will play Culver for senior night at Midwest. Good luck to the hockey team, and if you can make it out, be sure to head out to Midwest. This past Saturday at Valpo High School, the gymnastics team placed second as a team, and we also want to congratulate Chloe Amendatitis and Sarah Mella for placing first in partners. Congrats to them and the rest of the gymnastics team.
And finally, our boys and girls swim teams have a home meet this Tuesday against Crown Point High School. The girls also have the DAC Championships on Saturday. Best of luck to the girls.
Well, that's all for this week's Sports Update. I'm Javon Alcantar.
And I'm Josh Burnett.
Let's head back to Tribe TV.
Hi Lake Central, this is Miss Klein from Guidance. I hope you guys enjoyed the December stress videos. And now we are on to kindness in January. So throughout the next couple weeks on the Lake Central News social media, they are going to show different ways that you can show kindness, and not only in school but through social media. And then the last week of this month, we are going to have the Great Kindness Challenge. So stay tuned for information about that. Again, we are going to have the Great Kindness Challenge at the end of this month. So you will be hearing more information about that when it gets closer. Thank you.
Thanks for the update, guys.
Now let's flip it to a student that has a really cool hobby.
I've made it on Team USA for gymnastics, and we've gone all over the world. I was just in Spain and Japan last year. I had a competition that I was competing for both. I got into gymnastics because I actually went to Midwest to play hockey, and I saw people doing gymnastics over on the other side, and I figured I would try it. So I do trampoline, and which is where you jump, and then you perform 10 skills for one routine. If you have to do 10 separate skills. You can't do the same skill in the same routine. You can flip forward or back, and then twisting. Gymnastics has affected my entire life by taking up a lot of time, and I haven't really been very social until I got into high school because I dedicated my entire life to sports. My form when I'm in the air, I started out, I was very sloppy and very relaxed in the air, but over the years it's gotten much easier to make the skills look nicer. I train at Twist Stars Trampoline and Tumbling out in Tinley Park. The best part about gymnastics is the friends that I've made throughout the years. Just definitely, if you think you're interested in trying gymnastics, try it. You never know what could happen.
It's always really cool seeing Lake Central students doing interesting things outside of school.
It really is. Hey, by the way, are you going to formal?
Yeah, are you?
I am, and I know I love watching people post how they got asked on their social media.
Me too. Let's check it out to some students that did exactly that.
This is me and my boyfriend's second dance together. I asked him to formal on our 1 year with my dog. I put a sign around her neck saying, "Formal will be rough without you."
This is me and my girlfriend's 7th dance together. She surprised me with the formal poster on our 3-year anniversary, which stated, "If you were wondering who's your formal date, I would love to go with you," which is awesome because I am going to IU next year.
This is my first year going to formal. I asked one of my close friends with a poster that said, "I may be throwing this idea out there, but can I teach you how to dance at formal since I'm a dancer and he plays baseball?"
So I asked Madison to formal by making a poster that said it would be a slam dunk if you went to formal with me. And since she's a basketball player, I had a basketball with a question mark on it. And when she came to my house, I was waiting on my front porch to surprise her with it.
This is my first formal, and my girlfriend asked me by saying picture us at formal, and she put all these pictures around the poster and it looked really cute.
Lily, did you ask anyone to formal?
Yeah, my date really likes working out, so I asked him with the poster that said, "Don't make me wait, be my date, formal."
That's so cute. But let's finish out this episode with everyone's favorite segment.
Morning, Lake Central. Who wants to learn about food? You do. It's time for Mr. Bagley's Nutritional Facts. Question. Which one of the following reduces cholesterol? The answer is nuts. Nuts is the correct answer. The cholesterol lowering power of nuts may be due to their high content of monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fatty acids. Isn't that a nutty fact, or what?
Wow, I would have never guessed that.
Me either. Well, that's all for this week, Elsie. I'm Elena Sarin.
And I'm Lily Rogers. See you next Friday.